How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Down to Earth with Kristian Harloff. This is our Monday through Friday daily UAP news channel where we try to bring you the latest stories happening within the UAP phenomenon. We try to cover it, try to see what you guys are thinking, try to bring the most balanced view that we can to the topic. So, if you're brand new to the channel, we are so close to 25,000 subscribers. If you're here and you like these news stories, do us a favor and click the button. Be part of it, comment, do all that. That helps tremendously, gets us noticed, and it gets you the information. What I also know is that there's been a lot of contact from you guys when it comes to an email that we have here. It's just uaptuesdays@gmail.com, and people are all the time putting in certain articles that they find or footage that they've seen, and I'm always super thankful for it. And recently, the other day, a viewer posted an article, and I looked into it, and I thought it was really interesting. And as you saw on the thumbnail and on the title of this video of what that exactly is. So I want to read this particular article that came in. And it also, one of the reasons I wanted to cover it is because one of the comments that I used to get all of the time, not as much lately, but all the time when I started covering this, was, how come it's only the US that only sees these things, and that they're the only ones dealing with it? And to which we've always come back and said, simply not the case. Whether it's Russia, China, whoever, and the UK is very heavily involved in this as well. So let me read this article to you. All right, this is from Metro, and this is Catherine Fiddler. The government has been making plans for finding aliens. The government is officially gearing up for the discovery of aliens, a move described as long overdue by the UK's leading UFO expert. A Freedom of Information request has revealed the Department for Science, Innovation, and Technology is currently researching how it will react to the so-called Black Swan event that is discovering extraterrestrial life, including announcing the find to the public. A Black Swan event is an unpredictable event that has wide-ranging consequences, but in hindsight appears to have been inevitable. The report is investigating whether a plan already exists. None has ever been made public. What a plan would look like and how the UK could be on the front foot should such an astounding scientific discovery finally be made. It has been conducted over 6 months and will be finished in July, at which point a new government could be in receipt of it. An internal report will be presented to the DSIT permanent secretary, setting out recommendations for an action plan, including opportunities, challenges, and areas of expertise. While a summary of the work states the primary focus of the report will be the impact on the science landscape, it will also consider the wider impact. Humans have pondered the existence of other life forms, at least on record, since medieval times. In recent decades, reports of UFOs have soared, the most famous being the Roswell incident in 1947, when a craft allegedly crashed in the New Mexico desert. Looking outward, scientists around the world are focused on the search for extraterrestrial life, scanning the skies for signs of other beings, whether microscopic or advanced civilizations. Should a definitive discovery be made, the ramifications for science, governments, and society will be significant, hence many in the industry arguing for better planning. One such voice is Nick Pope, who investigated UFOs for the Ministry of Defense. Pope says, "I am very pleased to hear the study is being carried out because it's long overdue. Rumors are circulating in the scientific community that strong evidence of a biosignature has already been detected by the James Webb Space Telescope, and whatever might have been found. It's very possible that an announcement about biosignature or perhaps even a technosignature is imminent. As always, it's better to have a plan and not need it than need it and not have it. A biosignature is any characteristic, such as an element or molecule, that offers evidence of past or present alien life. Technosignatures are any property or effect that shows past or present technology. DSIT rightly categorizes the discovery of extraterrestrial life as a black swan scientific event. It's arguably the ultimate black swan scientific event. The societal impact of finding extraterrestrial life is impossible to overstate. It would arguably be the biggest and most important scientific discovery of all time and the most impactful. This is particularly true if we find intelligent life, especially if we were to interact with it in some way. This would have profound effects on almost every aspect of society, including politics, religion, science, technology, and much more besides. In the worst case scenario, we might be facing an existential threat. Despite numerous countries conducting their own research, there's little official guidance at any level regarding what will happen in the event of discovering alien life or making any contact. Okay, it goes on for a little bit there too, and I put the link for the article. But I think the more important thing here is this, as I mentioned in the beginning, was the different countries that are going into it. If you go back to the Soul Foundation videos and what they talked about as far as catastrophic disclosure, one of the things that could categorize as catastrophic disclosure is other countries. Like, what would be catastrophic disclosure to the United States? And part of that is other countries putting out their information, putting out what they have, and whatever it is that we've been working on is exposed, or whatnot. Who knows? But I think that this is interesting when you hear of all the stuff that Carl Nell has been talking about, what Gallaudet has been talking about recently, how outspoken so many of these people are about definitively, both Gallaudet and Carl Nell definitively, as when Gallaudet was asked about, is there other non-human life? And he said, I'm sure of it. Carl Nell says 100%. So the more that these types of things come out and the more that the players in this game from all over the world are paying attention to it, the more plans are put into play. Now, if behind the scenes there's another country going, look, they're gearing up to do this, 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 and this. We've had this information. We've had this. We could be the first, because as we've talked about, and I think we talked about it the other day on the show, where whoever the first president is, that if it is an American president that is part of the disclosure to the world, that whoever the leader is, doesn't have to be an American president, whoever the leader is that discloses this information is going to be the person who is remembered forever. That's a fact. The question is, though, at what cost? At what risk? And because you are, as they mentioned in that article, potentially changing the way we look at religion, technology, the world in general, and you have to have definitive facts. You have to have facts in order to really make this public. But if this is a plan that, we looking at what we've been covering every day is what they've been trying to do and leading up to and trying to get, and they looked at that story we did yesterday with Robert Garcia and trying to get information out there. And he lists so many different times within that article about NHI and reverse engineering and the United States trying to be the one to push forward this information to the public, and where it looks like UK is trying to push forward. Who else is trying to push forward? And what's their overall strategy? Who's the one that says we can absolutely do this? Maybe there's a partnership with certain other governments. Who knows? But it just seems like there's more and more of these types of stories that are popping up. And what will happen, if anything? Which is also another thing to say, where you could say, look, before the internet, maybe all this stuff was happening. There are tons of governments in the 80s, in the 70s, in the 60s saying we have to start to put this out public, and then it gets shot down. It doesn't happen, and they can never prove it. But I ask you guys what you think. Do you think that this is something? Does this have any weight to it? Is this something that could potentially happen? Could the UK be the first place that says, yeah, look, this is all the stuff that we've had. This is the stuff that we're working on. What say you? Put your comments in there. Let me know. As always, hit the subscribe button. I think we're going to hit 25K today. I really do. I believe that we're going to do it. And I also want to thank you all, because I get comments on here. Hey, thank you for doing this. Thank you for putting this information out, for trying to do this. And I thank you guys for doing it. And I also want to thank you because you've heard me. I have said to you guys that we don't, right now anyway, working on it. We don't have a Patreon. And in order to keep doing this and having people on and being able to keep the thing going, you got to be able to fund it, right? So I said, we have these sponsors, and I told you guys that if you get the sponsors, it helps out the show. It keeps the show going. It brings them back. So I'll tell you about our sponsors. If you have the means to, and you want to support the show, and you can, please consider getting yourself something, which is another thing why I like doing it. So make sure you check out both Perfect Gene and Chubby's. Here you go. And thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on Monday. Hey, thanks for watching the video. I'm excited. I know summer's right around the corner. I'm wearing hoodies right now, and I won't be, because it's starting to get hot. And I am excited because I just learned about Chubby's.
Chubbies is a lifestyle apparel brand that makes every moment feel like a vacation. So they say that fashion is an expression of one's character, so why not let the world know that you're down for a good time? I need swim trunks. That's what I need. I need swim trunks. I need comfortable shorts, and that's what Chubbies has. They have all of it. And I got big thighs, guys. I got big thighs. So I needed shorts that I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to look good in these. I want to walk into my house, I want to put them on, and I did this, and I said, it's all about what my wife thinks. And my wife went, whoa, new shorts, nice. And I was like, I'm in. And I like the old kind of Mike Tyson shorts, you know, for me. And that's what I had. They had them. They had those kind of like black shorts. I liked it. I liked the black colors. I liked blue colors. They have every type of color, and that's what I like about Chubbies. They got a different variety of high-quality men's apparel, so it's great. The stretchy shorts, all of it. Comfortable shorts, the best. So for a limited time, Chubbies is going to give our listeners 20% off your order with our exclusive code. Use that code DTE at chubbyshorts.com. Again, that's DTE at chubbyshorts.com. You will enjoy these. You really will. And I think that it's high quality, and it's summer. It's right around the corner. I know everybody's looking for shorts, bathing suits, all that. This is where you go. All right. Thanks for watching. Go get some shorts. The other day, my wife walked in. She said, whoa, where those jeans come from? Those are amazing. Those are nice. I said, that's right. It's the perfect jean, baby. Love the perfect jean. Perfect jean makes great looking, perfect fitting jeans, and they're stretchy, and they're nice, and they hug your assets in the perfect place. They really do. It's got special denim fabric. It's very soft. It's really great. I've been wearing these, and it's super comfortable, and they look good. And that's what I needed, and I got it. Trust us when we say these really are the perfect jeans, because once you try them, you're never going to go back. For a limited time only, my listeners are going to get 15% off their first order plus free shipping. We got to go to theperfectjean.nyc or Google The Perfect Jean and use the code DTE for 15% off. I love it. I put them on, and I was curious at first because they were like, stretchy jeans, does those work? And they do. They feel super comfortable. They look good, and I like wearing them. Super stretchy and great. I felt good, man. Felt good wearing them, and I can move around in them, and I like that. They fit great. Make sure you go to theperfectjean.nyc and use that code DTE. 15% off. Get it.